Hello everyone, welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now, I was attracted to the blue agate slice, and what the vision that immediately came to me is blue ocean with white sand. Okay, so it's a white sand beach with blue ocean. A place where the waves are strong enough that people can go surfing, something like that. Now, I do not know if you are going to such a place in the near future, or you are right now in such a place, or you could even dream about blue ocean with white beach or white sand. And it can be also you might be looking at a picture, or maybe watching a video where there is blue ocean and white sand. Try to see if it resonates with you. If any of these possibilities are happening to you right now, there might be an important message for you from this video. Okay, now this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, you might get a message from this. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the start of the day. A chapter has closed. Okay, so we have here the Ten of Swords. Now the chapter that is closed was a little bit somber, a little bit dark. For some, it has been quite painful. For some, it could have been an illness. You might have just become sick recently, no? Something that causes pain. It can be a painful situation. It can be a troublesome situation. But whatever it is, the chapter has closed. You felt helpless. It's something that was really meant to close, and there's nothing else you can do about it. The chapter really closed on its own. And the beautiful thing about it is the darkness is already being replaced by light. So they say it is darkest just before dawn. So if you have encountered a certain life situation where really it was really quite difficult for you, well, soon this chapter will close and the sun will start to rise again. So these two will pass. Now for some of you, this has already happened. It has already closed. The new chapter that is unfolding before you is a promising one. Now, all you have to do right now is to completely surrender to the closing of the chapter. Accept that it's already closed. What comes to me is try not to go back. Try not to dwell in it. Accept that it's already a closed chapter and move on. Move on. Try not to dwell in it. Now, sometimes it's hard. Well, it's part of the healing process also, especially if it was a painful experience. Sometimes the painful experience prevents us from moving forward immediately, but sometimes we need to really move forward. If we try to put order in our physical life, like for example, if you were in a very disorganized place or disorderly place, maybe there is a need for you to go to a quiet place. Maybe for some of you, that quiet place can be a beach area with white sand and blue water, or blue sea, or blue ocean. So you try to see, maybe there is a need for you to take a short break for a while as you transition to a new chapter in your life. So how will this further unfold? Well, there will be a need for you to declutter. We have here the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is contemplating on something. And as he is contemplating on something, he is surrounded by a lot of clutter. And it's like he's closing his eyes and maybe thinking of uh, a certain situation where he will not be too burdened already. So for some of you, if you are in a situation where you feel burdened by a lot of things, close your eyes and try to imagine what kind of situation will you like yourself to be. Something that maybe there is less clutter, less responsibilities. So maybe for some of you, you will have to let go of some of the things that you were managing, maybe entrust it to somebody trustworthy, and yeah, maybe there's a need for you to declutter. Now that the chapter has closed, it means that some of the things that you're used to that are before very useful to you, if they are no longer useful at this moment, then you need to let them go. So maybe that's one of the things that you need to do, so that you will be able to attain peace and maybe healing from the situation. So somehow there is a need for you to declutter and leave behind things that are no longer helpful to you, so that you can go to your dream, your inspiration, which can be symbolized by the pentacle. You have the power, just as the king has the power to change things, you have also the power to change your life situation. Now, what is the advice of the universe for you? Well, whatever this painful situation it is giving you sleepless nights. And somehow it's like the universe is saying, you really need to let this go. Okay. Especially if this thing causes you sleepless night. It's time for you to move away from the darkness and face the brightness of a new sunrise. Just like the King of Pentacles, the sun is beginning to rise. So if you have been in a situation that was too difficult and it's giving you body pains and it's giving you sleepless nights, maybe it's time for you to leave it behind for a while. And if there's a need for you to go to a more quiet place, a beautiful place where somehow for a while you can just let go of the situation, some place where you can recover for a while, then it might be beneficial for you at this moment. Right now, I am inspired to get another card. Let's try to see. Okay, you will need to have the courage to let go of these things. Now, the courage to, okay, you accept, it's part of my life situation. And you need to accept also that humility to accept that not everything is in your control. So you just do what you can change and then entrust the rest to the divine. Ask the assistance from the divine. You see here, the lady with the strength card, she's in touch with the divine, as symbolized by the eternity sign on top of her head. So her strength comes from knowing that she's not alone. Her strength comes from knowing that she can always ask the divine to help her, give the courage to face life's challenges, maybe even the courage to face this new chapter that is unfolding to her or before her. When you look at it, the yellow part, the other cards are already starting to have yellow one, especially in the strength card and in the King of Pentacles. So it seems that the sun is about to rise or is already beginning to rise, and things will get better soon. But you need to let go of those things that gives you sleepless night, those things that incapacitates you and prevents you from being able to move forward. It's time for you to let go of these swords, these anxieties. You try to see what are these that are immobilizing you, paralyzing you, causing you anxiety, preventing you from having a comfortable night's sleep. You need to let them go. You need to declutter your life. Just like the King of Pentacles needs to declutter himself. And it will take some courage on your part. Some courage to accept that there are certain things you need to let go. And the courage to let them go. And also the courage to open yourself to new possibilities in life. So this is what we have for our Good Morning Tarot. Let us now go to the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, the message comes from Mandy Hale. And the message is, you do not always need a plan Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens. Okay. Oftentimes when the chapter closes, there is that anxiety of the uncertain future. So the sleepless nights can be related to the chapter that is closed, but it can also be related to the anxieties that comes when we are uncertain of what awaits us for tomorrow. So there's a need for us to, what sometimes I say is, just make a working plan. The working plan means just so that you can move forward, you just say, okay, I'm going to do this one. And you allow the Spirit to guide you. The important thing is just to take one step. So the working plan is that taking one step forward. And then oftentimes what you plan is sometimes changed by the Spirit. So you just go with the flow. You take a deep breath, trust the guiding hand of the Spirit, let go and let God, and allow the universe to surprise you. So now, for some of you that a chapter has closed and a new chapter is opening, all you need to do is to be receptive to the guiding hand of the universe. Now, if you feel you need to make a plan, well, just make a working plan. And because it's a working plan, you are open to changes. You are open to the guiding directions coming from the divine, from the universe. So the working plan just gives you a place where to put your first step. After you put there, you can always ask, actually even before you start taking that first step, you just ask the divine, Lord, where do you want me to go? Or Lord, what do you want me to do? Enlighten the darkness of my heart or my mind. So it's like that. You surrender to the guiding hand of the Spirit and allow the Spirit to surprise you. Enjoy the present moment. Enjoy the moment of discovering the gifts that the new chapter is opening up to you. One of the one of the most interesting experiences that we can see is when for example, if you are in a place where there are a lot of coral reefs and then there is low tide and you will see the sea slowly receding towards its depths. When the sea starts to recede, it opens up surprises to us. We see starfishes, we see different kinds of sea creatures that are coming out as the ocean recedes from us. It's the same. Allow the chapter to reveal to us the secrets or the gifts that are hidden in the ocean of our inner self. So now that the chapter is about to open yourself to the surprises that the universe will be giving to you. Trust the Spirit, allow the Spirit to guide you, and enjoy the experience breathlessly. So this is what we have for our self-care tip and our Good Morning Tarot. I hope that it has helped you in your present life situation. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.